We are all in. Got him. Hello. Good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. I really do appreciate it. The free-to-play community shall thrive once more. The cycling deck is gone, but what we have is arguably as strong. This is the Baby Milk or Orzhov second cast deck, casting a ton of spells, going really wide, getting +1/+1 counters, menace, flying, tokens. It's all there, right? We're winning on turn 4 pretty consistently, which is great to see for a free-to-play deck. And, I didn't remember the cycling deck winning on turn 4. But, I'm going to let you guys be the judge of all this. In today's video, we're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, synergies, and then showcase all of that in the gameplay footage to ensure that you come out of today's video playing the deck effectively and efficiently so you don't drop any games on accident. We'll also give you a final review and talk about some deck upgrades to wrap up the video. So thank you all so much. Don't forget to like the video. It's a great way to help support me for free. If you want to go above and beyond, you can also become a patron via Patreon in the Linktree link just in the description below, right below the deck list. Let's take a look at Baby Milk version 2. This is a 60 card best of 1 standard 1.4 average mana value, vroom vroom, 8 non-creatures and 31 creatures. We have 21 land in the deck and no MDFCs here. It is something that you could think of in the future. However, it's important for me in a 2-color deck to run consistency within our colors, right? So we're using the campus. This is our land that will come in tapped, right? Rather than the other MDFCs like Kabiria's Takedown, which I still think is good, but it definitely will interfere with the deck's consistency. Maybe just 1 or 2 takedowns, but we're going to talk about all of the changes that you could potentially make as a more skilled player at the end of today's video, right? So we're keeping it nice and easy with the consistent land totals, covering our bases with both colors generally being untapped, right? This allows us to play on curve, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. If we have a campus in our opening hand, we can play it turn 1, wait to double cast on top of our spirit, on top of our berserker, right? So that's a strategy that we'll highlight a little later on. First off, let's take a look at the engines within the deck. The Berserker for 2 mana is a 1/1, and whenever we cast our second spell each turn, put 2 +1/+1 counters on the Berserker, it gains Menace. Menace is a form of evasion, meaning your opponent will have a harder time blocking it than they normally would, similar to flying or trample. This is great because you keep the +1/+1 counters, and it just gets bigger every turn. 3, 5, 7, 9. Holy Toledos. The Berserker is going to get huge. Plus, it always is going to have Menace when you're second casting on top of it, which is Dudley Dude. We also have the Clarion Spirit for 2, 2/2, and whenever you cast your second spell, each turn create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. We're going wide here, right? So we're going tall with the Berserker, and we're going wide with the Spirit. It gets better, though. We also have 3 copies of the Infernal Pet for 3 mana, a 2/2, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on the Infernal Pet. It gains flying until the end of turn. Flying is just like Menace. That evasion will ensure that you get fairly consistent damage in on your opponent, which is really, really cool. We also have Monk of the Open Hand as a 1/1. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Monk of the Open Hand, right? So those are all of our second cast synergies within the deck, all of our engines, right? Going tall, going tall, going tall, going wide. We also have a Lunarch Veteran, new to the deck, 1/1. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under our control, gain 1 life, right? This is great with the Clarion Spirit creature tokens to keep us afloat in an aggro-based meta. It also has Disturb, which can be really good for the second cast, right? We top deck a non-land, this card's dead in our grave, we cast it from the Disturb, then we cast the card we just drew, there's a second spell, triggers all of our permanents that we just talked about. So when entering play, we gain life as the Veteran, as the Phantom. Leaving play, we'll gain life, just as some mitigation on those other aggro decks, right? We have the Code Spell Cleric. Whenever it's the second spell, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That's really nice. potentially putting it on the flyer. However, you know, the Menace is a good option for that as well. We have the Twitch, when it dies, learn as a 1/1, getting us into our sideboard. Just good value, right? It's a creature that when it dies, draws another spell, replacing itself to help us with that second cast, right? We have the Awakener, a 1/1. It can sacrifice another creature for 3, a spirit creature token, something cheap, right? Probably with Summoning Sickness, ideally, to draw a card, transform it, which is very good. It's a 4/4, right? So that's some meat in the seats, as the kids say. We have Homestead Courage. 4 copies of this in deck. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains vigilance until the end of turn plus flashback, which means we can recast it from the grave. Very, 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 very good for the second cast function of the deck. Professor's Warning. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, or give target creature indestructible until the end of turn at instant speed. This is here to protect the spirit, to protect the berserker, and maybe even protect the monk or the pet from single target destroy-based removal. Obviously, we're weak to exile, but there's nothing we can do there. So that's the deck, right? There's nothing else to talk about. We do have the Sciences for Life, Memory for Exile, Fumes for Exile, Inkling for, you know, that flyer, which is pretty nice, Anatomy for the counters and the Vigilance for lethal, Prophecy for draw, really good with the second cast, and then more exile here with the Annihilation. So just a little bit of control, what we can use that's still Artisan based. It's a free-to-play deck, 0 rares, 0 mythics, also known as an Artisan build, right? You can use this in your midweek Magic, my Artisan tournaments, which take place every single month for years now. Check it out, win some of, you know, my dollary dues, right? We've been funding that for a while, which is cool. So don't miss out. You know, if you're a new player, you're looking to collect some cards, you know, join the community. Have fun while you do it, right? It's a cool place to be. I hope you guys enjoy the deck. It absolutely slaps. And yeah, we'll showcase the gameplay footage, and then we'll wrap up with our final thoughts after that. Let's go. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, become a Patreon, and all that goodness. Going first with some terrible land. This is better. I think we toss our land. Toss a swamp? Yeah. Brisket for the biscuit, obviously. I'm very hungry, so I'll need a few biscuits today. Please and thank you. I should probably start eating before we do this. That's okay. We're in tapped. Leave a Berserker out. Boom. Then we draw our third lands. We Berserker Veteran. Gross. Hit for 3. We do have a double cast. Potentially 10. Wow. We're doing some stuff. In for 10. These Blood Sky Berserkers are ridiculous. If we top deck another non-land, gaining 2 life. Oh wow. Gaining 3 life. Good for them. Let's go for it. Oh, this works perfectly. Sack the veteran. We become a 4/4. They can't gain any life here. So let's just become a 5/5. Oh my gosh. You gotta read the new cards, right? Transforms into a 4/4. We make it into a 5/5. Plus the Blood Sky Berserkers. Get wrecked, life gain deck. This is one of the best free-to-play decks, and we just walked all over it. That was fun. Alrighty, let's go. We're gonna keep 7 here. Attack of the Monk. Awakener Cleric on turn 2. The Shield Mate, interesting. Wow, we're gonna get tricked into a spirit here, huh? Tricked into it, baby. That is very good. It's gonna outpace us literally forever. We can go to 2/3. Is that our best bet? Or we just chump block it? Right, offset with life gain. Let's chill out. Maybe we can force something defensively better. Trap Finder's cool. So this is like a party deck, hey? Shoot. That's kind of frustrating. Really bad draw. We're chilling. We need to play defensively here for sure. They're Bant Party with a lit up squad. They hit for 3, we can't block it. Wow. We literally just had a match where we pulled like 10 lands. And now we're not getting any. Lunarch Veteran's great. The Glyph Weaver for Indestructible. Commander already has it once they get that full party. Unblockable down to 17. Wow. I know, Maya, that's crazy. Can't believe we got it. Maybe the flying saves us. Push the monks up, which is good. Life gain's the best. I guess just like throw it on the flyers, right? Hit for 3, down to 18. That 4th land would be cool so we could get the pet out. Shield Mate, good, not the worst. We hit for 5 though, unblockable. That's gonna win them the game, hey? I guess we could have put Vigilance on another flyer there. But I kind of want to chump block. But we made new flyers to chump block. Let's take what we can get. Up to 12. We can keep gaining 2 life a turn. 3 to 4 life a turn, potentially. They don't have unblockable. Kill the unblockable creature, right? Good game. They didn't like that. I think they kind of realized that was a bit of a mistake. And they're like, wow, they're so wide. We're getting hit for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They just don't know it yet. But we did have lethal there, which is really, really cool. Nice win. We are yet again on the draw. The hand seems alright, though. Hopefully we get the 3rd land. Blade Master's so sick. No attacks. It has first strike through the double strike. It means it gets to do combat damage before you. Fighter class, not good. It's a rare card. I mean, they're cheating. The Rapier in, and it equips. And we get hit for 6. Wow. Nice turn 3. We somehow do not draw our 3rd land. Again. Maybe it works out this time. It did last time. We do a lot with 2 land. We do get after it, don't we? And we can just maybe chump block the double strike, I guess. Right? We do need another plains, though. Really, really badly. Or another swamp. Yeah. I mean, 6 damage is unfriendly. The Morning Star. Please do not roll a 10 or higher. It's not a warrior, though. This is. That's bad. We get the land. Great news. Berserker out. Gain that life. Coat Spell out. And we should, like, what do we do with this? Probably should go on the flyer, right? And we do the same thing we did last game. If they double block, that's not bad. They do. Huh. So they're gonna kill the cleric? Should have killed the Okay. Can we get another plains? I mean, if not, it's fine. I understand. Oh, that is nice. That's a problem. That is a massive problem. And the trample here is also a problem. We could kill it, but we'd lose everything. Ouch. That's great. Get this thing bigger than the Warsinger. Hit for 8. I mean, we could have, but we should save it, I think. At 13. It's not a warrior. And we have lethal, like, on the crackback. Let's see how this works out. Good game, right? We just get in the way and then we hit on the return for lethal. Again, we're getting this on 2 and 3 lands. It's like, no, we're so screwed, we're bricking. It's the worst. Is it? Is it really? Going first. Look at that. It's a little slow. And I would trade one of these pets for the homestead. Wow. The Berserker will deal more damage. Like, we've seen what it was like with multiple Berserkers in play. I think we go with the pet, though. Ooh. Now that is a hard call. We could Berserker, Twitch. Let's take it slow. Hit for 1. Do we survive? Vadric is good. I like Vadric. Spirit. Berserker. Hit for 5. Down to 13. I guess, LOL. Because they lost 1 life somehow. I didn't even know. Numbers are too hard. And Emeritus? Are they just giving us the free win? Infernal Pet. Twitch. You seen what we could do on 2 mana? This is what we're doing with 4. We are all in. Got him. We've been putting out some pretty cool free-to-play decks for you guys. This is the Baby Milk. We also had a mono black sacrifice. Different styles of decks. One goes wide, one just sacrifices over and over. But, you know, it doesn't get better than this, honestly. We are on the Drizza. But we've got some cool cards going on, right? Do we play slow? We'd go for it. Let's play slow because we're double dropping. There it is. Do they have removal? Probably not. Wouldn't mind even just like playing out slow. No blocks. We can't. Ooh. We could double drop this turn. Trigger the Bloodsky Berserker and then double drop next turn. I'm not sure it makes a ton of difference. I mean, the fact that this game's First Strike and Death Touch. Wow. That's pretty good, right? No blocks. Down to 15. Yikes. Twitch. Awakener. Counters go out. Hit for 6. Indestructible does not protect against exile. You jerk. Alright. We should have maybe not played the Twitch and sacked the thing. Done the do. I wonder if this is worth it. We could indestructible the Twitch. Okay, we kill the adventurer. That's a big help. I can't believe it's not even a legendary creature, right? They venture further in. We lose our Awakener. This will be some of that life we've lost back. Hit for 1. Yeah, you better look out. They have 4 cards in hand still, so I'm pretty nervous about that. The Death Touch is back on the table. And the Hawk. And more land. We could sack for 3. Let's wait. And then maybe we scry. They have 3 cards in hand. Oh, that is good. Lands, that's not the worst. They've completed the dungeon. The Death Touch. Oh, and flying. So we're gonna block this damage. Stack it. Learn, lose a life, draw a card. We can block the 3/2 with our newfound 4/4. Uh-oh. They have completed the dungeon. Alright, this... Or they didn't do Annihilation. They did the other one. They did Bandelver. Interesting. So they can venture every turn with that. That's pretty cool. More land. Of course it is. Big hit down to 10. All right, all right, all right. Oh man, we're in a bad spot here. We need a lot more love. than we're getting. We block this because that gives us a guaranteed second cast. But we need to remove that flyer. Right? We definitely have to remove that flyer. They create a treasure. They venture with this thing. That's just lovely. And we get nuked. We draw a land. Shoot! Yeah, I think we're probably just screwed here. And the vigilance is great. It's still a really good defender next turn. Down to 6. I'm worried. Like, we're close, but a little further away than we'd like. Death touch, flying. For 4 damage, no blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. This costs 5, so we're not scrying. Land out. Another flying blocker. Gross. So there's 2 flyers we have to somehow deal with via 1 card draw. How we have all these lands out, I don't know. We have so few lands in the deck. They bounce that. Make the goblin. Land goes. We just die. They've got it. Right? They have a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to take it. They should attack with everything. It's more damage. Oh! Sometimes you got to give them the satisfaction, right? The match was great. I really enjoyed it. And it was close, right? We almost got there. Woof. Baby Milk version 2. Getting dirty. I absolutely love it. Second cast is the equivalent to Cycle, in my opinion, right now in Standard. Kaldheim is the new Eldraine. Change my mind. You know what I mean? Goldspan Dragon. All runs Epiphany. Actually, was Goldspan... No, Goldspan Dragon was... I have to check. I'm sure it was... Or was it Strixhaven? No, it Kaldheim, right? It's Kaldheim is the new Eldraine power-wise. Just to make sure, but yeah. This has got to be the greatest free-to-play deck. We had the mono black one yesterday as well. Check that out as well. It's less aggro, more grindy, and this is like super, super aggro. But as far as upgrades go, you know, there's a couple things that we could talk about. The first one, obviously, I think is Jadar. You know, making the extra attacker every turn. Really, really good stuff for 2 mana, right? So it's a 1/1. And then it can make a 2/2, which is cool. Luminarch Aspirant, you know, that's a really good option for the deck as well. We also had, we had more ideas than just that. Jadar, Luminarch Aspirant, potentially Fateful Absence, like some form of, you know, maybe spot removal that can take anything, could be good. Or even, you know, something like Faithful Guardian for protection. I don't know if it's really required, but it's definitely an option. That would be within 3 mana though, so it's a little bit more expensive. You know, Guardian of Faith, we can phase out everything if there is a field wipe, which is good, right? And then we can just attack for lethal again right away. You know, just weird options to protect you from the field wipe. this deck doesn't have too many options for super, you know, high level upgrades that are in other metas. It's just kind of the deck it is already. But you know, there's options like this that will protect you from field wipes. There's those little upgrades like we talked about as well, just for general value. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, you're focusing on the Berserker, you're focusing on Clarion Spirit, maybe some more removal like Vanishing Verse is probably an option as well, right? If you wanted to get down and dirty there, Vanishing Verse would be great. I feel like potentially just for some removal, which is always needed in specific matchups, but it's kind of cool to go wide as well and just overwhelm your opponent. So with that being said, you know, thank you all so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a patron if you don't mind, and of course, link for all of that is in the description below. Have a magical day, you guys. Check out the other free-to-play content, the other Mythic Ranked standard content that I have, of course, for you guys, all within the Midnight Hunt. Been having a blast. Cannot wait for Crimson Vow. And it's actually coming up sooner than you might expect. So stay tuned for more news on that, and we'll catch you guys in the next.